if they don't perform the audit with due professional care. Right? So let's talk about, we already talked about this, about the highly publicized cases. That's why we're seeing an increase in lawsuits, just how much people are aware. And also audit, the major audit firms are deep pockets. Right? It's that big pocket syndrome. Right? Especially if the company goes bankrupt. Well, where am I going to get my money? How am I going to be compensated for my loss? Who do I turn to? Because my stock is worth nothing. I can't get anything from that company, so I'm going to sue the auditors. Right? So the other thing that we're finding ourselves in an environment where the accounting standards are more, or transactions that company engage in are way more complex. Right? So it's easy, you know, accounting. I make widgets and I sell widgets to my customers, and my customers pay me for those widgets. So I, you know, credit sales, debit accounts receivable. When I collect my cash, I credit accounts receivable and debit cash. I make my widgets or purchase my widgets from a third party, you know, debit inventory, credit accounts payable. When I pay, debit accounts payable, credit cash, right? Those are pretty straightforward transactions, arm's length. But then we get to the fair value, for example, or financial instruments or derivatives, right? Those transactions are way more complex, right? Especially in a situation where there's no observable market. We can't go to Google and look at the stock exchange and see what the company's stock is trading for, right? That's observable. What about when there are unobservable markets or assets? So we have to develop the value of that asset based on models. Right? How many of you have done modeling? Neither have I. Don't want to. Right? So, but if you're an auditor and now you have to audit fair value measurements. And forget that, the auditor, imagine a third-party investor, shareholder. They pick up the financial statements and they see this market value for something that's called a level 3. What the heck does that mean? That you couldn't observe it in the market? Well, how did you come up with this price? So the transactions are way more complex. Also, as I said, they're more, you know, the auditors have that whole deep pocket. So they're an attractive target when there's an audit.